Hi everyone, my name is John Levesque. I'm a Senior Program Manager on the Microsoft Flow team, and I'm here to introduce you to Microsoft Flow and how to begin to leverage its power. Microsoft Flow is an online workflow service that enables you to work smarter and more efficiently by automating workflows across the most common apps and services. Microsoft Flow can connect to over 100 services, all ready to use as soon as you sign up. Microsoft Flow also has a mobile application that helps you track your workflows on the go, administration experiences for use in the enterprise, and you can even embed Microsoft Flow into your own applications. In this course, we'll introduce Microsoft Flow and its concepts, show you how you can build flows, manage them, and as an administrator, control them in your environment. We'll be presenting information and scenarios for use at a made-up company called the Contoso Flooring Company. We'll do this to show you how the scenarios we're building could be useful in your business or in your clients' businesses. A common use of Microsoft Flow is to get notifications. For example, whenever a sales lead is added in Dynamics 365 or Salesforce, you can instantly receive an email with details about the lead, or get a push notification to the mobile app on your phone. You can also use Microsoft Flow to copy files. For example, whenever a file is added to a folder in Dropbox or OneDrive for Business, you could automatically copy it to a folder in SharePoint. And a more practical example of that would be, imagine you have a personal folder on OneDrive to track all your business receipts. Well, with Microsoft Flow, you can now set that folder to move files to your OneDrive for Business folder where those receipts eventually need to end up for your company finance team. You can also create flows to collect data. For example, if you want to see what people are saying about your business, you can create a flow that will trigger whenever a tweet with a certain hashtag is posted. This flow will copy those tweet details, put them into a SQL database, a SharePoint list, or even an Excel file hosted on OneDrive, whichever works for you. And then, with that data you collected, you could connect it to Power BI, you could then spot trends with that, see sentiment, and be able to ask questions of the data. And finally, one of the most popular ways that people use Microsoft Flow is to automate approvals. For example, if you're using a SharePoint list to track vacation requests in your company, you could trigger an approval workflow that whenever someone adds an item to that list, the flow notifies the uploader's manager, and if he or she approves, it sends a confirmation to the requester, and a calendar invite goes out to the whole team automatically alerting them. Talk about taking the sting out of busy work. Now, let's jump into the tool and I'll show you around briefly. All right, here you can see I'm on the Microsoft Flow site. We have a couple sections. We have My Flows, where our flows live. We have Templates, which is a great place to start. I have the Approval Center, which is a brand new feature being rolled out. Some of you may see this, some of you may not yet. It's being rolled out regionally. Then we have the different services we connect to, and then our section on where you can learn about Flow. And this is actually where I'm going to start. We have tons of resources to learn about Microsoft Flow. We have guided learning, which is similar to what you're seeing here today. And it's going to walk you through how to use Flow from your beginning building blocks all the way through to some advanced scenarios. We have documentation, which is where our really advanced scenarios live. If you have a problem with a feature, if you have a problem with understanding a certain function, documentation is definitely the place to deep dive into. We also have support options. Our community is a great place to get plugged into to learn and find out how other people are using Flow. And then let's go ahead and just jump into templates real quick, and I'm going to show you some of our most popular ones. So you can see here at the top, we have all of our Flow templates sorted by popularity. A really popular one is to get today's weather forecast for my current location. That one uses the Flow mobile app. We'll talk about that a little bit more in just a bit. A couple others are to send yourself a reminder, to get push notifications when you receive email from your boss, or to save Office 365 attachments to OneDrive for Business automatically, which we'll actually jump into also in a little while. Well, that's it. We talked about what Microsoft Flow is, we've covered some ways in which people use Microsoft Flow, and we gave you a tour around the Microsoft Flow website. Stay tuned as we dive deeper and teach you how the Contoso Flooring Company is using Microsoft Flow.